I was doing a short video on this 2000, I think it's like a 2012 Honda. They hit a deer with it, and it completely smashed the front end. It twisted the fender. Like most people, my dad wanted to buy a fender and a hood and a bumper for it, but because it looked that bad. The hood was crinkled under, the fender was bent right through here, it was broke off here, and the fender was curled underneath, and the tip was bent down around. The hood was kinked and smacked in the front, and the bumper was broke right here. But I just straightened all the parts out, and I've been working on it for a little bit, but I straightened all the parts out, and I'm gonna fill them and sand them off, and I make the parts look just like you won't even be able to tell it hit a deer. But I'll come back and video that in a minute. All right, I got like the third coat of fill on there. After this coat of fill, I sand it, and after this coat of fill, I'll sand it down, then I'll prime it, because I got it just about ready to where it needs to be. Look, I got all the spots raised up where they gotta be and everything. So I'm gonna do this with, I'm gonna hit the Bondo real quick with like an 80 grit by hand. This is like the last coat of it. Everything's built up where it needs to be. I shouldn't have to put no more fill on after I sand this time. And then I got like real good primer. I'll prime everything that needs painted with real light gray primer. And then I'll see if there's any flaws. Once I put the gray primer on, I'll see if there's a nick or a little spot, or I'll see if there's anything, a scratch that I have to fix. I'll be able to tell then. If there is, I'll fix it at that point, and then I'll be able to paint. All right, I got the base coat down and the mid coat down. I'm gonna clear it right now. I hope it matches, man. It looks like it's got more pearl than the back, but it's hard to tell until you really get the clear on. So we're about to find out. But that's what the base coat looks like, and I got the base on and the mid coat on. The back looks a lot more dull, but once we get the clear on, I don't know, we're about to see what happens, but that's what it looks like with the base and the mid. And I'm about to put the clear on right now, and then once I put the clear on, I'll come back and do another little video. Alright, I just got the car clear coated, and I pulled the tape off. I gotta throw the headlight in and change some of the chrome on the front. It don't look half bad. It really don't look too bad. The paint looks alright. It looks close to a match. I definitely wouldn't say it's a perfect match, but this looks a little lighter, but this is brand new. That's not even clean. That's dirty and nasty. So I'm gonna let it completely harden real good, put the headlight in it, fix the chrome, do a couple things that has to be done, and then I'll take and clean the rest of the car. And I think it's going to match pretty good, because you can see there, you can see the door pillar, the door post here is old paint, and that's new paint, and it don't look bad. And that's not wet sanded or nothing, that's just cleared. It's got to dry for a while before I can wet sand it, but it was dry enough where I could pull the tape off. But yeah, once it dries real good, I'll wet sand it so that it has a perfectly smooth finish, and it should blend in just good enough. The lady will be happy as can be. See the fender? I did the hood and I did the bumper. The fender's old paint, and you can kind of see it's dirty too. I think it's pretty good. The lady's gonna be very happy. I'll clean the rest of the car so it looks shiny too. I mean, I usually like buff the rest of the car, and being that it's so close, it should be just fine.